Aloha everybody. Today I will be talking with my dad, Abraham Mapilato. And the dish we will be talking about today is dried aku. Abe comes from the Hawaiian community, and the dish dried aku is a traditional preparation method from the Hawaiian community as well.
Okay, aloha everybody. My name is Abraham Apilato. I am 36 years old and I'm from the island of Kauai, and I grew up in the town of Kekaha. The food we're going to be talking about today is dried aku. Aku is a skipjack tuna.
Is it native to Hawaii?
Aku is considered a pelagic fish. Pelagic meaning you can only catch it in deep water. I don't think it's native to Hawaii. I think you can catch it in most of the Pacific. I think it's only found in Pacific waters though. I'm not sure if it's found in Atlantic waters. Drying fish was a type of preservative, a type of preserving food so it lasts longer. Aku has a has a lot of blood in the meat, so by that the fish will spoil a lot quicker than other types of fish. Yeah. So by drying it, you take out all the liquid out of the flesh, and you salt it. The salt adds like a curing. Hey, it adds a curing effect to it. Adds flavor. And it helps as a natural preservative too. So aku is very easy to make, very inexpensive to make, but it's expensive to buy. Okay, so what you do is you cut it into small strips, usually the length of the fish, but I don't know, the size of, I don't know, 1 inch by 1 inch, I guess. And you put it in a dry box just like this. Okay. So this is not your traditional way of doing it, but this is the more modern way. Yeah? Make pretend that these mango leaves are the fish. So you make it just like that, and you separate them. You don't want it to be touching. Yeah, you separate it all apart. Now, I made my own dry box. You can make it bigger, you can make it smaller. This is made out of untreated wood. Okay, so we use it to eat. So if you use treated wood, you get all the chemicals and stuff like that. Yeah. Okay, so basically you got your rack. And you got your top. Okay, once you're done filling in all your fish, you take your pole out and you leave it like this in the sun. Okay, I just rinsed it off earlier. Drying fish is probably the most effective in the summer months, May, June, July, August, because of the hot sun and the longer days.
How long do you leave that out for?
It depends on how thick you cut it, but usually one whole day will be good. If you're living on the west side, on any island, on the west side is a lot hotter and drier. Some days you gotta go twice, but as you learn how to make it, you can kind of gauge by the day and how long you gotta leave it. Different types of recipes of making dry aku would be, it would just be your regular. My favorite is just Hawaiian salt and garlic. Fresh chopped garlic. What else? You can make teriyaki style. An easy one would be just buying your Yoshida sauce, marinating that overnight with maybe ginger and garlic. That's your two basic ones right there. And it's all according to how dry or how wet you want it. As far as dryness goes, I guess. Some people like it half dry. I like it half. And some people like it all the way dry to where it's really hard. Yeah, you know, it's just a labor of love. It takes a little while, but it costs nearly nothing to make. You get your fish, you prepare it however way you want it, put it in your box, and you leave it out in the sun. And if you live on the rainier side of the island where it can have a lot of passing showers, what you can do is you also put a piece of plexiglass over the top of your box, so if in case you get passing showers, it'll still receive the sun but it won't get wet. How we catch the fish, usually we catch them trolling. Back in the Hawaiian, the days when the Hawaiians used to go on the outrigger canoe, they used to fish with feathers from the types of birds, and they used to make hooks out of bone. And I heard a story, I don't know how true it was, when they was fishing, trolling, they caught a fish trolling by accident. So when you troll, you drag in lures just like these guys right here. So this would be closest to the old style. I mean, of course it's modernized, but it's a feather with a epoxy head. Okay, nowadays we use lures that look like this. This is a bigger size one, but this is the only one I could dig up for now. And what they would do is they throw that behind the boat and they drag it. But the story that I heard is they were paddling along in a bird pile. One of the hooks was just kind of dangling in the water. I guess they forgot to pull it in the boat or whatever it may be. And a fish bought it. A fish bit it. Yeah. So that's when they learned how to catch fish while driving, while trolling. And aku was very prevalent, very easy to catch, and you don't have to go very far. You can buy dry aku from the store. Here on Kauai, Ishihara Market sells it. Fish Express in Lihui sells it. I think what is the other place in Hanamalu? Hey, what is the other place in Hanamalu?
Konohiki.
Konohiki Seafood sells it. I think you can buy it in Oahu in Tanioka's, I think, or Kajioka's or something like that. Yeah, you can buy them plenty of places, but you will pay a lot. It's expensive. Alright everybody, thanks for watching. Hope this answered you guys' questions. If you guys have any more questions about this situation or this subject, you can ask Alohi. She knows what to say. But it's super easy to make. It's very expensive, but it's super easy. Stu! That's Alohi's sister right there. Don't cut this out, Alohi. You need to put that in there.